5 years ago, I almost lost Meadow because I didn't know that his purring meant he was dying. Picture this. It's 2 a.m. and Meadow is curled up next to me, purring louder than I'd ever heard. I remember smiling, half asleep, thinking, he must really love me tonight. That cat purring sound was so intense, so constant, I felt like the luckiest cat parent in the world. The next morning, he wouldn't eat. He was hiding, and he was still purring. That's when I learned the truth that changed everything. You're not alone in this. Millions of cat owners hear purring cat sounds every day and make the same dangerous assumption I did. Here's what most people don't realize. The sound of a cat purring can tell you if your cat is happy, stressed, manipulating you, or even in critical pain. Today, I'm taking you on the journey I wish I'd taken years ago, learning to decode every cat purr, every purring cat sound, so you never make the mistake I almost did. If you want to truly understand your cat's language, hit that subscribe button and join Meadow's Paws family. Because of this story, it has a happy ending. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to write your own. Let's break this down together.
Pet tips, tricks, and love. Meadow's Paws, your guide to happy, healthy pets.
Before we decode what Meadow was trying to tell me that night, you need to understand how this incredible sound is even possible. Imagine an instrument so complex, so perfectly designed, that it can play continuously without stopping for breath. That's what's happening inside your purring cat right now. The cat purring frequency, vibrating between 25 to 150 times per second, is created by rapid muscle contractions in the larynx. This isn't just theory. I've seen it firsthand in the research that helped me understand Meadow. Listen to that. That rhythmic rumbling happens on both the inhale and the exhale. It's like your cat has discovered the secret to perpetual motion, powered by tiny, vibrating vocal cords. When I first learned this, I held my hand to Meadow's throat and felt that engine humming beneath his fur. It was like discovering he'd been speaking a complex language all along, and I'd been nodding along without understanding a single word. But here's where the story takes a turn. Scientists discovered that the cat purring sound isn't just communication, it's medicine. That specific cat purring frequency of 25 to 150 Hz can promote bone healing, reduce pain, lower blood pressure, and trigger endorphin release. Basically, your cat is a furry healing machine that occasionally knocks things off counters. Multi-talented. But that healing frequency, it's not always healing happiness. Sometimes cats use that same purring cat sound to heal something much darker. Let me show you what I mean. After Meadow's scare, I became obsessed with learning what a truly happy cat purring sound like. I needed to establish a baseline, a reference point for contentment. Close your eyes for a moment and listen to this. That feeling when everything just clicks? That's what this purr represents. Let me paint you a picture of what accompanies this sound. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon. Your cat is draped across your lap like a furry blanket. Their eyes are half closed, that sleepy, satisfied look. Maybe they're kneading your leg gently, paws rhythmically pressing in and out. Their tail is either completely still or moving in slow, gentle waves. The purr itself? It's steady, consistent, like a metronome keeping perfect time. Medium volume, you can hear it clearly, but it's not overwhelming. This is what contentment sounds like. A kitten purr when they're nursing against their mother's belly creates this template. It means, I am safe, I am loved, all is right in my world. I'll never forget the first time Meadow purred like this again after his recovery. I sat there, timing each breath, comparing it to the videos I'd studied. Steady, peaceful, real. Here's what I learned to look for in that happy cat purring sound. The rhythm never falters, like a train on smooth tracks. Their body melts into whatever surface they're on, liquid cat mode. They might slow blink at you, cat kisses. Sometimes they drool a tiny bit. Yes, this is a compliment. That last one surprised me. Apparently, when cats reach peak happiness, they sometimes short-circuit slightly and forget how mouths work. It's adorable. It's also slightly gross. It's perfectly normal. If you're recognizing your cat's happy purr in this description, hit that like button. And if they're purring right now, I'm sending them virtual pets through the screen. Straight from Meadow's Paws to yours. But now we need to talk about the night I got it wrong. Because that purr I heard at 2 a.m., it was nothing like what you just heard. This is the story I promised you. The one that could save your cat's life. Let me take you back to that morning. Meadow had been purring loudly all night. Louder than ever before. I'd gone to sleep feeling blessed, but when I found him the next morning, hiding under the bed, still purring, something felt wrong. Listen to that sound. Hear the difference? I get it. I've been there too. In that moment, my brain was screaming two different messages. He's purring, so he's fine, versus something is very wrong. His eyes were wide. Not the peaceful, half-closed contentment. They were wide, pupils dilated like he'd seen something terrifying. His body was tense, muscles coiled. And that purr? It kept stopping and starting like a car with engine trouble. Here's what most people don't realize, and what I learned in the emergency vet waiting room at 8 a.m. Cats purr when they're in pain. They purr when they're scared. They purr when they're dying. It's called stress purring, and it's a self-soothing behavior. Imagine how good it would feel to finally understand this. When a cat is terrified or hurting, that cat purring sound is them trying to comfort themselves. Like a child humming in the dark. The stress purr hits a higher frequency, sometimes 50 to 150 hertz, that urgent, almost desperate range. It's often cat purring nonstop, but with interruptions. Erratic, desperate. That morning, Meadow checked every warning box. Purring while hiding. Wide, fearful eyes, tense body, ready to flee, refusing food, purring louder than normal. Meadow had a urinary blockage. Life-threatening, painful, and he was purring through all of it, trying to heal himself with those magic vibrations while his body was failing. Thanks to emergency surgery, he survived, but I'll never forget the vet's words. Purring cats aren't always happy cats. Sometimes they're asking for help in the only language they have. Deep down, you already know what needs to change. If the purr doesn't match the body language, something is wrong. Now, there's one more type of purr you need to know about. And unlike the stress purr, this one, your cat is using it to absolutely manipulate you. And honestly, it's brilliant. Meet the solicitation purr, the sound that proves your cat is way smarter than you thought. About a month after Meadow recovered, I noticed something fascinating. Every morning at 5:30 a.m., not 5:15, not 5:45, exactly 5:30, he would sit on my chest and produce this sound. It wasn't quite a purr, it wasn't quite a meow. It was both perfectly combined, designed to drill directly into my unconscious brain and scream, "Feed me." Here's the story behind this sound. Researchers discovered that cats living with humans developed a special purr that non-cat-owning humans haven't evolved. It combines the normal purr with a frequency similar to a baby's cry. I started testing this. I recorded Meadow's solicitation purr and played it for friends. Cat owners recognized it immediately. Oh, that's the "I want something" sound. Non-cat owners looked confused. Is that a cat or a baby crying? One morning I decided to resist. Meadow deployed the solicitation purr at 5:30. I stayed in bed. He increased volume. I pulled the covers over my head. He walked onto my head and purred directly into my ear canal. I fed him at 5:32. He'd won. He knew it. I knew it. Let's do this together. We're all victims of feline psychological warfare here. This cat purring sound effect is genius because it triggers your parental instincts, baby cry frequency. It's persistent. Cat purring nonstop until satisfied. It's specifically crafted for your ears, not used with other cats. It works every single time. Not every cat does this. Usually the ones who live alone with humans, who've had years to study and manipulate you personally. You're not alone in this. We've all been trained. Comment 5:30 a.m. if your cat wakes you up with this exact purr, or share your wake-up time. Let's compare notes on our furry overlords here at Meadow's Paws. Join us and experience the difference of a community united in defeat. After months of studying purring cat sounds, I realized something beautiful. Every cat has their own voice, their own volume, their own story. My friend Sarah has a cat named Ghost. Perfect name because you can barely hear him purr. At first she thought he didn't purr at all, that maybe he was unhappy or couldn't purr. But one day she put her hand on his chest and felt it, that rapid-fire engine humming beneath the surface. A completely silent purr, vibrating through his whole body like a secret only she could feel. Some cats are just quiet storytellers. Their contentment is private, intimate. You have to be close enough to touch to hear their language. Then there's my neighbor's cat, Thor. You know that moment when everything just clicks? Thor's purr is so loud you hear it from the next room. Genuinely sounds like a small motorcycle. First time I heard it, I thought their AC was broken. Nope. just Thor existing at maximum volume. But here's what I learned. A loud purr isn't automatically bad. Thor's body language is relaxed, he's healthy, he's just enthusiastic. Some breeds are naturally louder, some personalities are just big. The warning comes when your cat's volume suddenly changes. Mado went from moderate to cat purring loudly that night he was sick. The change was the signal. And then there's kitten purr, the sound that started it all. I fostered kittens last spring, and hearing their tiny purrs while they nursed was like discovering the origin story of cat communication. This is where trust begins. At 2 days old in the darkness, a kitten purrs to tell their mother, "I'm here, I'm alive, I'm okay." That sound is the foundation of every purring cat sound your adult cat makes. Every content purr is an echo of that first conversation with their mother. As they grow, the laryngeal muscles strengthen, the sound deepens, but the meaning stays the same. I am safe with you. Let me tell you about the phone call that made me start Meadow's Paws and share this story with you. 6 months after Meadow's recovery, I got a message from a viewer. Your story about stress purring saved my cat's life. He was purring all night, but something felt off. I remembered your video and took him to the ER. Kidney failure. He's going to be okay. That's why I created Meadow's Paws. That's why I'm telling you these stories. That's why I need you to remember this. Imagine how good it would feel to finally trust your instincts. Here's when purring means danger. Cat purring nonstop in unusual places, hiding, corners, dark spaces. Purring while their eyes tell a different story. Fear, pain, distress. Changes in their purr pattern. Your loud cat goes quiet. Your quiet cat gets loud. Purring paired with refusing food, lethargy, or hiding. Purring while guarding a part of their body. Touching causes reaction. This isn't just theory. I've seen it firsthand, lived through it, and now I hear stories from viewers regularly. Cats use purring sounds to self-soothe when they're in crisis. It's beautiful and heartbreaking. The rule that saved Meadow, purr plus wrong context, equals vet visit. If your gut says something's off, trust it. You know your cat's story better than anyone. Now for the part of the story where I tell you how to write more happy chapters with your cat. Every evening around 8 p.m., I have a ritual with Meadow. It started after his recovery, a promise I made to create more of those happy purring moments. I sit in the same chair. He knows this chair. I've placed his favorite blanket there, the one that smells like both of us. He jumps up, settles in, and within 30 seconds, there it is. That steady, rhythmic cat purr means all is right in his world. Here's how you write your own happy purring story. Create rituals, same time, same place. Cats love predictable stories. Find their perfect spots. Chin scratches, base of tail, they'll tell you. Respect the quiet moments. Sometimes the purr comes in silence. Be their warm, safe place. Soft blankets, gentle hands, calm energy. Slow blink at them. Cat for I love you. And if all else fails, sit near a box. Cats cannot resist boxes. It's basically cheating. So what does a happy cat purring sound like? Now you know. But more than that, you know the stories behind every purr. 5 years ago, I didn't know how to listen. I heard purring and assumed happiness. That mistake almost cost me Meadow, but it taught me a language I'll never forget and inspired me to create Meadow's Paws to share these lessons. You've learned to recognize the content purr, steady, peaceful, safe. The stress purr, irregular, tense, crying for help. The manipulation purr, clever, persistent, effective. The unique voice every cat brings to their story. That feeling when everything just clicks. You just experienced it. You're now fluent in a language that could save a cat's life. Are you ready to take action? Subscribe to Meadow's Paws and hit that notification bell. Every week, we're telling more stories about understanding the cats we love. Let's do this together. Share your story in the comments. What kind of purr does your cat have? Have you ever caught a stress purr in time? What's your cat's manipulation technique? I read every single comment. Your stories matter to the Meadow's Paws community. And right now, if you'll excuse me, it's 8 p.m. Meadow's waiting in his chair. There's a story about to be written in PURRS, and I never miss this chapter anymore. Cat lovers, thanks for being part of the Meadow's Paws family. Now go listen to your cat with a new understanding. Every purr is a sentence, every moment is a page. See you in the next video.
Oh, pet tips, tricks, and love. Meadow's Paws, your Your guide to happy, healthy pets. Pets, pets.